Good morning. Welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. Welcome to the second reading vlog. I said second, but I held up a hand. So the second reading vlog of my reading vlog series. I'm eventually going to make a playlist of these. But if you're watching this and you haven't seen the first one, then I'll link that one down below. But basically, these are my Fridays now, reading vlog days. And today's a very exciting reading vlog day because we are going elsewhere. We're going on holiday today. It's my mum's 60th birthday next week, and we're going away for her birthday this weekend. We're going to an Airbnb in Suffolk. Me, David, my mum, dad, my sister, my niece, my brother-in-law, and my mum and dad's dog. And yeah, we're leaving today, so it's 8 o'clock on Friday morning. I've been up since like 6:30. I think I'm excited. But I think we'll start this vlog as I plan to start all vlogs, and that's by making myself a cup of tea and then going to sit on the sofa, picking a book to read and picking a discussion question, which I'm going to answer at the end of this video. So should we go make a cup of tea? Yeah. Mug of the day. Looks scratched actually. Cute. Lovely, lovely drop of tea. Too hot to drink now. So yeah, welcome to the reading vlog for this week. I'm going to pick the question that we're going to discuss. So I won't mention this at the beginning of every single video because I imagine eventually you get used to it. But I've got these discussion cards called Lit Chat, which are made by Book Riot. And at the beginning of each of these vlogs, I'm going to pick one of these questions. I've put a little marker halfway through so that I know that's the one I picked last week. We'll have a little shuffle. We'll have a little shuffle every week, I think, though my shuffling skills are not good. And we'll pick a question, and I'll read it out now. And normally, I've only done it once, I'll mention that question a few times throughout the video, and then I'll answer it at the end. And maybe some other people who I'm with, because later on, I mean, I'm with David now. Hi, David! Maybe I'm not. And we'll answer some questions. So let's go and see what the question is. Last little chugga. Okay, here we go. Oh, I don't really want to pick that one. That's A Christmas Carol, because surely that would be better nearer Christmas. So, okay, I'll avoid that one, but that's the only time I'm going to do that. Okay, so we've got The Great Gatsby, and the question is, it's your birthday. When you blow out your candles, you'll be transported to a party from the book of your choice. Which bash do you choose? Oh, interesting. It's your birthday. When you blow out your candles, you'll be transported to a party from the book of your choice. Which bash do you choose? That is interesting. I'll have to have a good think about that because I don't feel like I read many books with parties in. But let's have a think. You can have a think too, and then we'll answer that together at the end. They can be left here now. Interesting. That's going to stay out. And then I guess I'll pick my book that I'm going to read today. Now, as I said, I'm away for the weekend. It's a long weekend. We come back on Monday. So I'm going to pick one book that I'm going to start today, and then I'm going to pick another book that if I read my book, which to be honest is unlikely because we've got quite a lot of activities planned, but I don't ever want to be in a situation where I haven't got a book there for me. So I'm going to pick the book that I'm going to read today, and I'll take another book with me. And yeah, let's go and do that. You come with me? Yeah. Okay. So the book I think I'd already planned that I wanted to start is this one, These Impossible Things by Salma El-Wardany. I heard about this book on Mercedes' channel, and I'm quite looking forward to starting that. So I'll pop that over there and I'll tell you a bit more about it. And then a sparesy. What sparesy shall I take? This is a bit thin, isn't it? And I mentioned that last week. Maybe I'll take True Biz, because that's what I wanted to get onto at some point as well. So I'll take True Biz too, double hardback, and then obviously I need to take this because we've got a poem to read at the end of today's vlog, so I'll pop that over there as well. So let's just adjust and put a few more bits in to stock this out. There we go, that's stuck that out a bit. Ready for next week's picking. Cool, so as I said, These Impossible Things by Salma El-Wardany. And this is about the dreams and disappointments of a group of Muslim British women, Jenna, Bilkis and Malak. They have been friends for most of their lives, the three of them together against the world. Yet one night changes everything between them and they are left adrift, marooned from each other as their lives take different paths. Without one another's support, nothing seems to go right, and in the wake of heartbreaks, marriages, new careers and new beginnings, they need each other more than ever. Will they be able to forgive each other in time? So yes, that's what I'm going to start straight away. I'm looking forward to it. I have a real hit and miss relationship with books about female friendship. Sometimes I feel like they read a little bit like sort of pissing contests, like who can out-friend the other, and yeah, I find there's sort of a lot of passive aggression and stuff. So excited to read this and hope that it is a sort of true reflection of actual friendship and women standing for women and things like that. So that's exciting. And then I've bought True Biz by Sara Novic. This is just in case I finish These Impossible Things. And this is, let me read this. So, True Biz, the students at the River Valley School for the Deaf just want to hook up, pass their history finals and have politicians, doctors and their parents stop telling them what to do with their bodies. This revelatory novel plunges readers into the halls of a residential school for the deaf, where they'll meet Charlie, a rebellious transfer student who's never met another deaf person before, Austin, the school's golden boy, whose world is rocked when his baby sister is born hearing, and February, the headmistress, who is fighting to keep her school open and her marriage intact, but might not be able to do both. As a series of crises, both personal and political, threaten to unravel each of them, Charlie, Austin and February find their lives inextricably from one another and changed forever. There we go. This is a story of sign language and lip breeding, disability and civil rights, isolation and injustice, first love and loss, and above all, great persistence, daring and joy. Sounds great. And also, I've had that, and I can see this, that throughout the book they have illustrations which are the signs for sign language the whole way through. So yeah, and each chapter seems to start with that. So yeah, that sounds great. So if I finish These Impossible Things, I will start on True Biz. And then just the last book that I picked up, at the end of each of these reading vlogs, I read a poem from these books. So I've got a poem for every autumn day. There's 2 poems per day. These are lovely books. And I'll pick one and then just read it at the end, just as a sort of like wind down. But yeah, I guess I will start then by reading this. Need a bookmark, and I'll finish my cup of tea, then I'll have a little bit of breakfast, and then I've got to get changed and pick the board games that I want to take on holiday with us. I already packed last night, so David's going out to get his hair cut and a few bits, and then I was going to do a little bit of chores. David very much likes it when you go on holiday and when you come back and the house is really clean, so I was thinking I might do a few little chores before we go. we're hoping to leave at about midday. So yeah, but let me get a bookmark and then we'll start reading. 2 seconds. A lovely bookmark from Joni. This is from the Dorno Porter collection. Let's start. First line, do you think Eid sex is a thing? Like birthday sex, but just the Muslim equivalent? I'm already in. She's on to her second cup of tea and a bowl of blueberries, yoghurt and seeds, which will be lovely. So I've read a mere 12 pages. Oh, don't want to lose that. I've read a mere 12 pages. Quite enjoyed it. I've only heard from one perspective so far, so it looks as though we're going to hear from each girl's perspective. And I've mispronounced the name Bilkeys because they're referring to her as Keys as a nickname, which is very lovely. I love a nickname in a book. So yeah, so I'm going to read a little bit more. And then I'll do my chores, pick the board games and get changed while David's out having his haircut. Let's pick some games. David has done this setup like we're in a board game cafe. Everdell, it's one of my favourite games. My mum, on the other hand, hates it, and it's her birthday, so no Everdell being taken. It's just so autumnal, literally for the perfect time of year, but no. So what I wanted to take was some big potato games. They're sort of like group games, and they'll be good for, because there's 6 of us, 7 if you include my niece. So I thought I'd take sort of all my big potato games and see. Oh, also I'll take Love Letter as well because David loves Love Letter. And do you know what, I might even take this because I think my niece could play that. This is ages 6+. It's quite complex, I guess. You have to find matching patterns, but I'll take that as well. Uno Flip. So I can see what else we've got. Oh, I think maybe some of the other ones are behind these. What's behind here? Oh yeah. Villainous and Takanoko. I think they're probably a bit much. Dice Hospital. We do like Dice Hospital, but that's only 1 to 4 players. Here we go. Shoot for the Stars. We'll take that as a big potato game. This fishy guy. Sounds fishy. This one's quite good. 3 Wise Words and Chameleon. I think that might be enough. Put that back up there to conceal. I think they're there for concealing's sake. There's nothing behind there. So that means, come over and we'll have a look at them together. I've got this top on, by the way. It's the top that I didn't wear last week. And yeah, I really like it. Second hand it was here. It's nice, isn't it? Green and brown together, nice. Right, anyway, come and have a look at these games. See, I don't know if I would count myself as a board game aficionado, but I feel like I know what sort of games fit a sort of situation. So big potato games, if you're ever looking for games which have larger amounts of people playing, or sort of like party games, definitely check out big potato games. I've got Nice Buns, which is 2 to 6 players, 10+. That's quite fun. I've got Chameleon, which I really like. My dad hates it though. Oh, I wonder if you can see. Oh, it's the Chameleon. That's for a large amount of people, 3 to 8. 3 Wise Words, which I really like. That's for 4+, so you can play in teams for that. Sounds Fishy, that's for 4 to 10. See, all of these are perfect for a bigger group. Shoot for the Stars for 2 to 8. And then Herd Mentality, which is 4 to 20. So if we make any friends on holiday, we can play this. And then just additional games that aren't big potato games that I'm going to take. Love Letter, which is a card game which you can play, I think it might be up to 6, which I really, really like. It's one of David's favourite games as well. Uno Flip, which is Uno but slightly funner, if you can imagine. And then this, which is called Twin It, which is cards that you need to match. They're double-sided, and I thought maybe my niece might be able to play. They might be a little bit too complex for her, but they're lovely colours. They're this sort of like browns and blues, very sort of 70s. So I'll take those as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel tempted to take 10 just to round it up. If I take Everdell, everyone's going to want to play Everdell, and my mum will be disappointed. So Oh, David's taking a pack of cards because we don't know many card games, and we thought when we go on our honeymoon next year, it would be really nice to play some card games. So yeah, 10 games to take him. David's still having his haircut. I'm gonna put some things in bags and get ready and maybe read a bit more of my book if he's not back in time. We're on the way! David's very excited, aren't you, David? Exactly. He's all adrenalised. He's been and got his hair done. Tell him his hair looks like... Oh, David, we forgot to get you a book.
Oh, you didn't get me a book.
Oh no, maybe we'll see something in Waterstones that you might like.
Maybe.
So that'll add to your TBR for the rest of the year. So yeah, we're doing the place we're going to Suffolk. So we live in Kent, and we're going to Suffolk. That's where our Airbnb is. I'm very excited to get there. And we're going to do 2 stops on the way. So we're going to stop at Bluewater, which is a big shopping centre. I don't know if I've ever taken you around there before. I won't be taking you around this today.
Is it still the biggest in Europe? It can't be anymore.
I don't know. It's a lovely shopping centre. I always enjoy having a good time there. But we thought we'd stop there because I've got... That is a bag of Lush empties. So I don't know where you might be in the world, but if you take these back to Lush, 5 of them you can get a fresh face mask, or it's 50p off of your shop, and I've got £10 worth of stuff there. So I'm going to buy a couple of bath bombs for the weekend because there's a lovely roll top bath there, David. And as it's my mum's birthday, I'll treat her to a bath bomb as well. And I also want to go into Waterstones because the new Rukmini Iyer book, who did the Roasting Tin series, she's got a book out today called Indian Express, which I'm excited about. Also, book news, the lighting's terrible, isn't it? But I think what happened is there's been a problem. I ordered 3 of the autumn collection of the mini penguin cloth bound classics from Waterstones, and from what I understand is that Waterstones have recently changed their warehouse situation, because I ordered them, they actually came out on the 26th of August. Well, they still haven't arrived, and every time I chase them up they say, oh, we've changed our warehouse round, so it means that we're having problems getting things out on time. But I mean, that was literally 3 weeks ago now, so it's pissed me off a bit. So whether or not I buy them today, I still haven't cancelled the order because I was thinking, oh, how long is this really going to take? Well, 3 weeks plus. So I might have a look at them in there and see, as I'd already told myself I was able to I was pre-ordered them, so
I'd say
maybe
give
I'll
up
get them.
Reading out of protest.
Maybe I will give up reading out of protest.
You'll be fine with that.
And then the second stop is going to be, we're meeting with my mum, dad and the dog, and we're going to have a little bit of picnic lunch and go for a walk of the Vale of Dedham, which is then about an hour's drive away. David's looking nervous because I said the word dead. Is that right?
No, I was just like Dedham. I've never heard of Dedham before.
And that's about an hour away from the Airbnb. So
sounds very Halloween-y / autumnal.
So we can get into the Airbnb from 4. And yeah, it's just gone 11:30 now. So yeah, that's the plan. I'll let you know what I end up buying in Lush and Waterstones, and I can't wait to show you the place. Are you excited? Holiday, and I'm excited about getting there first because it maybe means we get pick of the bedrooms. I mean, I did book it. Surely, if you book it, does that mean you get first pick of the bedrooms?
Well,
the thing is though, we have to work out where Charlotte and my niece are going to go, don't we?
I thought we was going to have one at the back.
I would like one at the back. There's one that's got its own personal stairwell, and that is the one I'm after.
Is that the one?
No, I don't know what the bathroom situation is.
We'll find out.
We will find out, but yeah.
Well, because I think your mum and dad have got to be downstairs because of the dog.
No, I don't think there is any downstairs bathrooms though. Bedrooms.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'll be able to show you later. So say bye, David. Say holiday.
Bye, holiday.
This is just evidence of when people say to me, how do you read so much? I literally steal like any moment to read. And David's just putting some there he is. David's just putting some air in the tyres, and I'm just quickly reading while that's happening. We've stopped for a little walk on the way. Sandwiches have been eaten. Oh, we're really out of focus, David. Why? That's better. We stopped for a little walk on the way with my mum and dad and the doggy. And yeah, we're in Dedham, which we haven't got quite as long as we thought here as we did, but it is giving me a good opportunity to have a good peep in people's houses, which I do like doing.
It's just a stretch of the legs, isn't it?
Where have you gone? Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, lovely.
Oh, what a nice view
Little
of that dried up old pond.
It is lovely. Very, very
nice.
cute.
I like this.
And it rained just as soon as we got here, but it's warming up. It's the sun's come out now and it's warming up a bit now, so little Halloween thing in the window. Very cute. I'll show you. Oh.
Yeah. I thought you wouldn't have little butchers
No.
being able to...
Oh, we are. Let's have a look at see how much the houses
Oh,
are.
we go up here.
Oh, okay. It's not the relaxing sort of thing because of all the big massive cars that are driving past. Oh, David's just bought himself a new coat because his hoodie's broken. He got it for £20 in the charity shop. He's absolutely beside himself.
Honestly, I've had some absolute winners.
You have.
I don't have many, but when I have them,
because you're a bigger boy as well, you are lucky. If something's there and it's XXL, you're like, yep, I'm having that. And
well,
that.
it's as long as it's
So
nice.
heavy. Back in the car. Nice little interlude, wasn't it, David?
Very nice.
Sort of a reading vlog without much reading, but lots of travelling. But one thing we have been doing is we have been listening to a podcast on the way up here. We're 2 episodes in, we're about to start the 3rd episode of The Missing Crypto Queen. So to us it's available on BBC Sounds, but I don't know if it's available wherever you may get your podcasts. Oh, we're very invested, aren't we, David?
Oh, we very much are.
It's very, very good. So it's all about cryptocurrency, which David and I have not much well, education in,
No, not at all.
nothing. So it's quite educational though. I already feel like I know more than when I started listening to it. And it starts off being a podcast about this missing woman who's the sort of head of this cryptocurrency business, and then it realises that a lot more. What was you pointing at? The price
that it was.
And it's yeah, it goes into much more. So we're very much enjoying that. So yeah, not much reading done today, but we're about an hour away from the Airbnb, and then we'll just be chilling out until my sister gets there. I think we've got a delivery coming. I need to find out what time the delivery's getting there because it's got cake in for my mum and I need to get there before she sees it. Yeah, I guess we'll just carry on then. David's keen to get the old podcast on, so I better go and do that. So we've arrived and it's just been a bit mad, and I'm about to leave to pick up a Chinese. So I think what I'll do, this will still be the one vlog for you, but I'll carry it over to tomorrow. We'll answer the questions and do the poems and everything then. And then I can hopefully talk to you about a bit of reading I've done too. So signing off for the evening. See you tomorrow. Same vlog. Just pretend it's the same day. Just pretend. Still not much reading, but we're in nature. Also, look how bad that spot is on my forehead. So we're looking at we're having a little walk of the old Suffolk countryside, which is nice. We're next to a river, which we can't see, but we can hear. And yeah, the vlog's been a bit mad really, hasn't it? Because there's been less reading. I suppose when I was thinking about doing these reading vlogs on the out and about, I didn't negotiate or factor in how little reading I would be doing, but there is little reading going on, so maybe I should just do the vlogs at home, which would be nicer, wouldn't it? Then you can be with me for my sort of day-to-day cosy reading life. But I thought I'd show you some nature while we're here, because it's just very calming, isn't it, to sort of walk through these lovely that was David just doing a fart up ahead of me. So David, did you hear what I said? I literally said it's very calming and quiet, and then you did a fart. So I'll show you some nature. And then at the end of this, I will answer the question and read you a poem. Birdies. I'll show you now. So you go there and then just walk past. That's it. Keep going. Well done.
Good job. Daddy's the river pop-off monster. Nice clean water. Have a look. We don't like a... You put the can on the floor and get some wood bicycle. Oh, there might be somewhere. Put the camera. We're like, ignore the camera. It was just a bit like pass the puff. It was like really fast, and she's like...
3 wedding photo session done.
You just look like yobbos.
Not a caterpillar.
It's not a caterpillar, is it?
It's a twig.
What is it that we're looking at?
Water.
Water?
What? What are we looking at?
Well, what do you think we're looking at? What does it look like?
What?
It's trees, isn't it?
Yeah.
What colour are the trees?
Green.
What do you like about trees?
They're green.
Because they're green. Alright.
Maybe it's calling. You must not go, baby.
I'm going to go down the road. This way, can't we?
So what do you think the horses like eating them?
By the looks of this, acorns.
Well, we don't... What's that? Oh, look, get it.
That's a good one, isn't it?
That's it.
That's got a lovely...
That's going in the pocket.
One. Was that one good enough for the pocket?
Yeah.
It's the end of the weekend. So this Friday reading vlog has ended up being Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today is Monday. So yeah, not much reading spoke about. Now I have done a little bit more reading about These Impossible Things, of These Impossible Things by Salma El-Wardany. I think I might DNF it. I'm on page 96. Thing is, some moments are okay. So it's a book about a friendship group, 3 Muslim women living in UK. And 2 of those Muslim women are dating white men who are not, who don't follow Islam. And it's them whether or not they can, and their families don't know about it. So it's about sort of like family life and this friendship. This friendship sort of had quite an explosive moment where they've all stopped talking to each other, but I can't really remember why they all stopped talking to each other. But the issue I'm having with it, and I do find that this is an issue that I have with like women's contemporary fiction books. David and my mum are downstairs having breakfast if you can hear them. Women's contemporary fiction books and stuff, but every single conversation they have feels so contrived and so sort of sassy that every retort is like a sexual innuendo or a joke or just something that like I just don't think people actually say to each other. I'm finding the conversations very difficult to read because they don't read naturally. They read like I'm reading a play. Like they read just awkward for me. So yeah, I think I had a bath this morning and I think I might give up on it, guys. So that is how I feel about that. So let's see. You might see on my Instagram that I've DNF'd it. And if I have, those are the reasons. I normally put the reasons that I DNF stuff when I do that. So yes, I need to just finish off getting poked up. Also, I've got a cough that I think I've caught from my dad. My niece has also got it. But that is the way, I suppose. We were in a hot tub last night. It's not COVID. We've been doing COVID tests. But yeah, we've all got this stupid cough. But that's the way, I guess, when you're all living on top of each other and you're in a hot tub. Anyway, just finishing off this plat, and then I'll talk to you about the question. The question was, It's your birthday. When you blow out your candles, you'll be transported to a party from the book of your choice. Which bash do you choose? I'll go again. It's your birthday. When you blow out your candles, you'll be transported to a party from the book of your choice. Which bash do you choose? Now, you may well know that I'm not a big party person. I used to be back in the day. I love nothing more than a party at some point, but now the thought of a party, well, it fills me with dread. And I had a little think about parties that weren't parties and what parties I enjoyed. When we were out on that walk yesterday, David mentioned a beaver, and it got me to thinking about the bit in Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, where Mr. and Mrs. Beaver and the 4 Pevensey, they call Pevensey? Pevensey children have like a little impromptu evening with like, and I remember they eat honey on toast and drink tea, and they eat the fish that Mr. Beaver and Peter have caught, and it's so warm and cosy. I think those books, I remember doing a school project on those books when I was younger, and eat it and like trying tea, like sugared tea and honey on toast and stuff like that. And I also had the BBC adaptation of that when I was younger, and that particular scene was so cosy. And then the more recent adaptation as well. So I remember reading that, and I feel like the books themselves are very sort of like evocative of food. There's a lot of food talk in there, Turkish Delight, when Lucy goes to tea with Mr. Tumnus. That's another party I would like to be involved in. But yeah, I remember that particular cosy sort of like camaraderie and warmth. I mean, Mr. and Mrs. Beaver are just full of warmth, aren't they? And yeah, I've opted for that moment. My sister did point out to me that it actually ends on quite a scary note. Well, not a scary note, because I think Edmund just disappears, doesn't he? And once they realise he's disappeared, they're like, well, we haven't got long, because he's going to tell the White Witch where we are. So they have to do a runner. So it ends on quite a scary note, but that is the party I would like to be involved in. So I would love to hear the party that you would like to go to, the fictional party. It's your birthday. When you blow out your candles, you'll be transported to a party from the book of your choice. Which bash do you choose? Here we go. Would love to hear your comments on that below. And then let's just end on a poem. So as I said, this has gone on a little bit longer than we ordinarily would. So we're actually on the 19th of September now. So the 2 poems to choose from are Now May Every Living Thing, or and it hasn't got who that's by, or Prologue by Patience Agbiri. I think we'll go for Prologue by Patience Agbiri. So, give me a word, any word, let it roll across your tongue, like a dolly mixture. Open your lips, say it out loud, let every syllable vibrate like a transistor. Say it again, 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 till it's a tongue twister, till its meaning is in tatters, till its meaning equals sound. Now write it down, letter by letter, loop the loops, till you form a structure. Do it again, 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 till it's a word picture. Does this inspire? Is your consciousness on fire? Then let me take you higher. There's more. Give me a noun, give me a verb, and I'm in motion, because I'm on a mission to deliver information. So let me take you to the 5th dimension. No fee, it's free, you only got to pay attention. So sit back, relax, let me take you back to when you learn to walk, talk, learn coordination and communication. Mama, dada, if you rub 2 words together, you get friction. Cut them in half, you get a fraction. If you join 2 words, you get a multiplication. My school of mathematics equal verbal acrobatics. So let's make a conversation. I'm just reading a poem, babe. Give me a preposition, give me an interjection, give me inspiration. In the beginning was creation. I'm not scared of revelations, because I've done my calculations. I've got high hopes on the tightrope. I just keep talking. I got more skills than I got melanin. I'm fired by adrenaline. If you want to know what a rhyme it is, it's feminine. Because I'm Eve on an apple map. This is a rap attack. So rich in onomatopoeia, I'll take you higher than the ozone layer. So give me word for windows. Give me W times 3. Because I'm on a mission to deliver information that is gravity defying. And I'll keep on trying till you lose your fear of flying. Give me a pronoun and give me a verb, and I'm living in syntax. You only need 2 words to form a sentence. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. Bicultural and sometimes clinical. My mother fed me rhymes through the umbilical. I was born waxing lyrical. I was raised on Watch with Mother and rhyme the ancient mariner and fly at the power. And I have the perfect tutor in my postmodern suitor. I'm in love with me computer, but let me shut down before I touch down. Give me a word, give me a big word. Let me manifest, the express in excess, the MIX of my voice box. Now I've eaten the apple, I'm more subtle than a snake is. I want to do poetic things in poetic places. Give me poetic unplugged, give me poetry unplugged so I can counter silence. Give me poetic license. And I'll give you metaphors that top eclipses. I'll give you megabytes and mega mixes. Give me a stage and I'll cut form on it. Give me a page and I'll perform on it. Give me a word, any word. Thanks very much, guys. I'll see you all again soon for another BookTube video, and I'll see you again even soon for another me reading on a Friday, having a lovely time. Mwah. Bye. Bye. Say bye.